Alright, in this recording we're going to take a look at how to create a GIF animation by using video in Photoshop. So what I'm going to do here to start is I'm in Photoshop. I'm going to open up a video file. I'm going to bring that in here. And I'm going to open up my animation window, going up to Window, Animation, and that opens up along the bottom. Notice that it's been given to me in a timeline format as opposed to frame by frame animation, which for this, for now, is going to work out just fine for us. So this video clip is actually quite long, way too long actually, to make a successful GIF animation from. So what I need to do is I need to figure out at what point I want to clip this video. So this is just a video of someone ziplining. So I want to have it loop where it starts at the beginning of the zip line and it ends sort of just as they're coming across that wire sort of at this point. So I'm just moving my playhead across the timeline to determine the points that I want. Once I know where I want it to start and end, I'm going to grab these blue bars here and I'm going to pull them in to the point where I want the animation to end. So just about there, and where I want it to begin, probably about at that point. Then I'm going to drag this blue bar in there. So this is the time that I want my animation to play. The rest of this video I don't need. So I'm going to open up my flyout menu in my animation window, and I am going to go to Trim Document Duration to the work area. So this work area that I've assigned by the beginning and ending of those blue bars is what I want to trim my video to. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to remove everything else, and now where my playhead begins is the point I selected, and where it ends is the point where the zipliner is just leaving the screen, just leaving the frame. Okay. So essentially I could set this just to loop and I could save it as a GIF and it would be as simple as that, just looping that over and over again. I have some other options of things that I can do within my video. I can always, over here on my layer palette, add adjustments to it. So I could add some adjustment layers. I could turn this black and white. I could adjust the hue and saturation. Okay, I could change anything that I wanted to within this video. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to do something a little crazy here just to show some changes. Okay, so I guess I'll just leave it at that, but I could do it whatever I wanted to within this. The other option that you have before you save it is if you wanted to adjust certain things in the video clip at certain points, you can also change this where you have many different layers according to your frames. So if that was something that you wanted to do, you could go to your flyout menu, and I could go flatten frames into layers. And what it's going to do is at each moment in time in the animation, it's going to give me a separate layer for that. So if I click that, what I'm going to see is that I'm going to start getting a ton of different layers here along the side. I'm going to guess in the 40s or 50s of the number of layers that I want. And so once this goes through, this allows me to click on each layer, and if I wanted to make changes at a certain point in time, I've got a lot more actually, I'm up in the 70s, I'm able to do that. So I'm able to make changes at a certain point in time along here. At the same time, I could convert this back to frame animation as well, where I would have a different frame corresponding to each of these layers. So there's lots of different options here. So once I'm finished and I want to save it, I'm just going to go up to File, Save for Web and Devices, and I'm going to adjust this size down, and I also have another video where you can actually take a look at how to save your files as GIF files, and I would go to that window, hit save, and I would have my GIF where my zip liner just sort of zip lining and repeating and looping forever.